So today we have Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Initially I wanted to buy the coral red color, but I find that the color is too flashy, hence I get the safer option, which is the boring silver color. But now I kind of regret it. I should have gotten the coral red. Initially I didn't plan to get this tablet, but since I bought the Galaxy Tab S10 FE and I wanted to compare both of these tablets, so I bought this. And also some of the commenters asked me to review this one, so why not? This one I bought at a discount price of like below 1,200 ringgit, and it comes with this keyboard case. Alright, this doesn't carry the official Samsung branding, instead it's using the ITFIT branding. But this is actually belongs to Samsung as well, just that they use another branding. Anyway, let us unbox this now and we'll talk about it again. Alright, I think this one needs to be okay. Now I can pull the tab. Put the tab below. Alright, here's the tablet. Here is the S Pen, and of course we have the cables, the SIM ejector tool, and the documents inside here. So I don't bother unboxing this. Right. Alright. So here it is. The Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite. Let me just boot it up. One thing I want to complain about Samsung is that their power button is at the top, or on top here, which makes me kind of, unable to find it immediately because I get used to the one on the side. But this is alright. I just need to get used to it. I don't really mind because I think this is Samsung style. Now let me just boot up this device and set up it. Okay, I've finished setting it up, and the first thing I noticed is the background wallpaper. This is definitely meant for the coral red version, and this makes me even more regretful of not getting that color. Anyway, what done has been done, so I cannot do anything. The other thing I noticed is the Samsung apps like Samsung Health, Samsung Browser. All these Samsung apps are not pre-installed by default. Instead, they are being downloaded in the background after I finish my initial setup. Once they have been downloaded, they will be installed onto this device. Initially, you will notice that Samsung Health will be in gray color. After it has been installed, it will turn into this colorful icon here. Also, this is still using the app tray, which is quite common for Android tablets. And you will notice that some of the bloatwares are here, like Spotify. Inside Galaxy Pics folder, there are Clip Studio, GoodNotes, LumaFusion, and Notion. And inside Microsoft folder, there are 365 Copilot, OneDrive, and also Outlook. So these are the bloatwares that Samsung pre-installed by default. And if you don't like them, simply just uninstall them. If you ask me, these bloatwares are quite limited, and in fact some of them I will use, like Spotify I will use. So same goes for the 365 Copilot. I find that the bloatwares are quite limited and acceptable, so I don't mind. And the third thing I noticed is that they are still using the 3-button navigation, not gesture. I think they are still using this because they are planning to set them apart from the other competitors like Apple iPad or Honor Magic Pad and so on. If you ask me, I don't really mind. I will just keep this here for now. But I find that putting this at the right hand side seems to benefit right-handed people more than left-handed people. So if you are left-hander, then I'm not sure whether you can move it to here. Maybe you can. I didn't go and explore. Perhaps I should explore later. And there's also this shortcut thing here that I think you can just, pull whatever apps that you want inside here. Alright, so basically that's about it for the initial setup. Now let me just go into settings and see if I can pull the navigation bar to the left or to the center. So the settings is inside the app tray. Navigation, let me just search for it. Navigation, oops, navigation bar. Okay, more options. Okay, you can set it to left or right. So if you're left-hander, I think this one may benefit you more. You can't set to the center, I think, because all these apps are being populated here. So it kind of makes sense, and I think it's quite thoughtful to be able to set this. Now let me just try out the S Pen. Open Samsung Notes. Sync notes to Microsoft OneNote so you can see them in apps like OneNote and Outlook on the web. So basically I can sync my notes to OneNote, which is good because this makes this device even more productive, because most corporation is still using Microsoft as the main operating system, and they will be using Microsoft Office as well. Okay, as you can see, my notes are being downloaded through the cloud because I have another Samsung tablet. Now let me just create a new note. Oh, the icon is here, so you have to tap on this to create a new note. Personal data intelligence assesses your usage data to provide clipping options for notes. What's this? Oh, why this is collecting my personal data intelligence? Can I turn it off? I remember I do turn it off. Anyway, let me just turn it off and see. Alright. Let me just try writing something. Hello world. The quick brown fox jumps over the wall. Alright, it looks kind of nice. Personally, if you ask me whether there are any pressure sensitivity, I can't really tell. Oh, okay, now I can tell. If I choose color pencil, if you don't use strength, like a little bit of strength will be like this. Now I apply more strength, it will become darker. So there is pressure sensitivity, which is good. In fact, I think Samsung Notes is one of the better notes to use. There are some other features in this Samsung Notes, but I won't show here today. Basically, I just show you that you can use these notes to use S Pen and things like that. And also your S Pen can most likely be snapped on top. Yep. See? This is what Samsung does best. They are very considerate in terms of, you know, where you put your S Pen and stuff like that. Can I put at the back? Is it in the wrong direction? Oh, so I can also put at the back, so you can just, you know, use it like this. So there are two positions, I believe, on top. In fact, I think on top is not that well positioned, as you can see. Okay, it is landing towards the right hand side. I'm not sure why. Did I put it wrongly? Or this one don't even support? I'm not too sure. But I can definitely confirm that you can put at the back. Alright. So this is one of the features of the more expensive Galaxy S10 Plus, I think, because they don't have the normal S10 during the S10 era. Alright, so for S Pen, this is something I like a lot because this doesn't require battery. You can always just write anytime you want without having the concern of running out of battery. And this can be magnetically attached, although it seems that it is not that perfect, but it still gives this S Pen a place to rest, which is good. Also, in case you lose your S Pen or something like that, the replacement can always work as well. This is from my Galaxy Tab S10 Lite. Alright, see, pretty similar. You can also use, your older S Pen, like S Pen from Galaxy Note 5 era. Let me see if I can find mine. Alright, so this is my Galaxy Note S Pen and Galaxy Note 5 actually. So you can imagine how many years this has been lying around. Let me try writing here. See? It works. And it seems that it can detect pressure as well. So, very good. You can use any Samsung S Pen. And in case you really lose all your S Pen, then you simply can just buy a third party one, like around 20 ringgit, which is quite affordable. So this is one of the benefits of using Samsung. Now let me just proceed with the keyboard case. Okay, so this is the ITFIT keyboard case designed for S10 Lite and S10 FE. But if you ask me, anything 10.9 inch should be able to use this keyboard. This is a Bluetooth keyboard, and it's actually provided by Samsung Taiwan. Okay, anyway, let me just unbox this. One thing I noticed is that this box has the plastic wrapper, which is actually not typical Samsung pattern, because Samsung these days doesn't use any plastic packaging anymore. So it's kind of surprised if I see this plastic layer. Alright, so the packaging is pretty simple. So USB-A to USB-C cable for charging. And this is the keyboard. So it has the ITFIT branding here. Okay, what's this? ITFIT, specially designed for Samsung Galaxy Tab that provides you with better experience and further enhancement of the device. We aspire to create unique products that will infuse IT gadgets with fashion in technology. So like IT and FIT, ITFIT. So what's this? User manual. Oh, okay. I think we can take a look later. Oh, this is pretty thick. Okay, pretty thick. So it feels kind of solid. I think this is the bend down version. See, something that I don't really like, but I have to accept it. The keycaps are like a bit small, but they do have the function rows, and surprised to see F1, F2, F3, F4. Not bad. They are pretty good travel, and overall, if you ask me, it looks like some typical China third-party keyboard, but this one is more polished and more premium, I guess. Now let me just attach the tablet. Okay. Turn on from the side. I think the toggle is here. Let me just open up my tablet first. Okay, and how do I pair this keyboard? Function plus C for 2 seconds. Is my Bluetooth turned on? Yes. Function plus C, 2 seconds. Okay, this is in pairing mode. Alright, there is no pop-up from the screen, so I guess I have to go into the Bluetooth settings. And here you go. ITFIT. Pair. Oh. I can say that this is not the best keyboard. The quality feels nice. It's just that it doesn't feel that intuitive. Maybe I need some time to get used to this. Okay, so yeah, I need time to get used to these smaller keycaps, and overall this is alright, not great but just okay, and I can accept it. Looks kind of nice. I think that's the place for my S Pen. Okay, that's about it for the keyboard. I have put it aside. Now let us explore further. Now I will try to do split screen. So I have played around for a while. One of the way is use the shortcut toolbar here. Drag the app you want. Then once you put it here, this one will prompt out asking you which app you want to split screen with. Let's say Google Chrome. Okay. So now you have two of them side by side. You can use the three dots here to manage your split screen. You can swap between these two. You can also go horizontal and swap like this also can. Of course, Samsung tablet supports up to 3 simultaneously, so you can do the third app. Let's say I want Galaxy Store. You can drag from the shortcut toolbar here as well. Put here. So now you have 3. For your info, these two cannot exchange with each other. You can only exchange using the 3 dots. So you can do like this, you can do like this, and you can do like this. So these two will forever stick to each other. And what if you don't need, let's say, Google Chrome? Then I may need to drag it away. See? And if I don't need these notes, I just drag it away as well. Pretty simple. Alright. Of course, you can also select the app you want to split screen inside all apps here. Just click the 3 bars here. All the apps are open. So you just select these notes and then drag anywhere you want or cancel. Okay, so this is pretty intuitive and I think it will be pretty useful. The other feature I want to explore is the new Samsung DeX. I have played around with it a bit and I will let you know that I'm pretty disappointed. Now let's go into it first. You can go into Samsung DeX via the control panel. It's written here, DeX. So click on it. Do you see any difference? Personally, when I initially came into DeX, I thought I haven't got into it. Then only I noticed I'm actually inside it after I checked with the control panel. So basically this time around, I don't see that PC mode or the DeX mode has any difference compared to the tablet mode. You will only see the difference if you open an app. Let's say I open Play Store. Play Store will be open in window mode and you can actually, drag the window, resize the window to whatever size you want. Okay, pretty nice. So this is the one thing that comes close to a Windows PC. As for the UI, I think they can improve it a bit, but I'm not sure. The old DeX seems nicer compared to the new DeX. That's why I'm disappointed. Anyway, if you ask me, is this good enough? I will say that it's not bad. Okay, you can open a lot of apps and okay, let me just close it, open again. See? And I can just put aside. Yeah, it's alright, but it's not the best experience. Anyway, it's good to have. Let me just go back to normal tablet mode. Oh, what happened? Why inside normal tablet mode I'm still seeing all this? Oh, so now all become floating windows. So what's the point of having a DeX mode since this also looks pretty similar?唉, no wonder some people don't really like the DeX mode. The new one especially. Okay, now let me just close everything. And I think I will conclude here. Okay, so what do I think about this tablet? To me, this is basically a tuned down version of the Galaxy Tab S9 FE. It has the same Exynos 1380 processor, and the base model of this Galaxy Tab S10 Lite has the same configuration as the base model of Galaxy Tab S9 FE, which is 128 gigs of ROM, 6 gigs of RAM. The difference between this Galaxy Tab S10 Lite and the Galaxy Tab S9 FE is that this is missing a fingerprint reader, and the resolution is slightly lower compared to the Galaxy Tab S9 FE. But I won't be bothered by it because I find that the screen still look pretty nice. Also, the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite only has 25 watt of fast charge instead of 45 watt on the Galaxy Tab S9 FE. So do expect a full charge will take around 2 hours. Lastly, the camera on this device is not as good as the one on Galaxy Tab S9 FE. So, in conclusion, do I recommend you this tablet? If you want to play all kinds of games, including heavy titles, then no, I won't recommend this. Of course, you can still install them, but do have lower expectations because this is not a very powerful chipset. And if you're looking for a bigger display, then no, this is just 10.9 inches, so I don't think it will meet your requirement. However, if you want to do note-taking, word processing, some web browsing or PDF annotation, then yes, this one may be able to answer your needs. Also, if you want a device that is easy to carry around to a meeting or to a lecture for note-taking, then yes, you can also consider this tablet. Now, if we look at the price, I bought this device at the price between 1,100 to 1,200 Malaysia ringgit during discount. However, you may be able to get it cheaper during the greatest sales of the year, which is the 11/11 sales. So if you have the intention and your budget is there, then you can keep an eye on this. But again, I have to say that personally, I don't think that this is the most value for money Samsung tablet if I compare it to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE. Even though that is more expensive at a price of around 1,700 ringgit during discount, but the specs for that price is 256 gigs of ROM, 12 gigs of RAM, and that one is running on the newer Exynos 1580. If we compare the AnTuTu score of the Exynos 1380 on the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite and the AnTuTu score on the Exynos 1580, the Exynos 1580 actually scores 53% higher compared to the Exynos 1380 in this device, according to Nano Review. So, to put it simply, we are paying an extra premium of around 50% of the price of the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, but we are getting 100% increase in ROM, 100% increase in RAM, and 53% increase in performance if we base on AnTuTu 10 score on Nano Review. So on top of that, we are also getting fingerprint reader, a slightly better display, better cameras, and also faster fast charge on the Galaxy Tab S10 FE. That's why I say that one will be more worth it. So if you can up your budget, then I will recommend that tablet instead of this. However, if you want to stick to your budget, then this is absolutely fine as well, as long as it meets your needs. Okay, so I will stop here today. I will try to make some follow-up videos, especially the comparison video between the Galaxy Tab S10 Lite and the Galaxy Tab S10 FE. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do help me to subscribe because I intend to hit 1000 subscribers by end of this year. So thank you for watching and have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.